Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Seyi speaking, the Christian dating coach. Today, I want to just spend a few minutes just to advise you as a single Christian who's waiting for God to connect you with your God-ordained spouse. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is God is not deaf and God is not a wicked God. He has you on mind and is working towards connecting you with the right person. And sometimes God connects you, or God might have connected you with the right person, but some of the Christian singles that I've spoken to, the difficulty that they have is not because God has not connected them with the right person, but I believe one of the biggest problems that a lot of Christians face, especially those who are single, is one thing that I call holding on to your preferences. So I want to encourage you today to really think about some of the people you've met, in the past, or perhaps you might have met somebody recently, or you're talking to somebody. Are you hesitating because you have a preference? I want to encourage you to let go of your preferences. Let go of your preferences because sometimes the person who God has for you might not fit the box that you want him to fit. And that does not mean that person will not be the right person for you, just because they don't fit into the box that you have in your mental picture. Let go of your personal preferences. God is always sending people your way, but you might miss it if you hold on to your preferences. Now, am I saying it's wrong to have preferences? Some of you might want a guy who's tall, dark, handsome, light-skinned, whatever the case might be, and there's nothing wrong with that. Have those desires, have those preferences, but what I mean by letting go of those preferences, I'm not saying ignore it or don't even consider it. What I'm saying is basically when it comes to meeting somebody that God has for you, when you meet people, do not let your preference be the deciding factor as to whether you're going to be open to getting to know that person. Because sometimes good things come in different packages. Some of you are complaining about how long it's been, how long you've been single for years, but I want to ask you a question. When you look back on your life, would you or can you honestly say that you've met loads of people who just weren't the right person for you? Or would you say some people you've met and liked, but because of your preferences, you've ignored them or you've rejected them? I want you to understand something very profoundly. God does not have to send you somebody that fits your preference, but God knows what you need and he will always deliver what you need. So my advice to you is to let go of your preferences. Just because it doesn't look or come in the package that you want it to come in, that doesn't mean it's not the right person or she's not the right person. God might be sending you the right man for you, the right woman for you, but if you're holding on to your preferences, you will miss it. But when you train yourself to be open, allowing yourself to be led by the Spirit of God, allowing God to do what only he can do, all you have to do as you meet people, just open yourself up, get to know them, regardless of the preferences that you have. If they're a nice person, if you get on with that person, have a chat, get to know them. Do not let your preferences be the center focus, because if you do, you just might miss God. And this is some of the things that I cover in my coaching program. I'd like to encourage you to really to take advantage of this and learn what you need to know, because a lot of people say, oh, but I didn't know what to do, I don't know what to do. But let me say this to you, it's not always what you don't know that holds you back. It is usually what you do know that will not allow you to think anything different. That is what tends to hold a lot of people back. So I want to encourage you today by saying, let go of your personal preferences. Be open. You'll be amazed what God is doing and what God wants to do in your life. Just because it doesn't look the way, or because it doesn't come in the shape or size that you want, that does not mean this might not be the right person for you. If you're asking God to give you his will, allow him to do it the way he wants to do it. After all, you ask God, give me your will, right? Not God, give me your will. You want God's will. So allow God to do it the way he wants to do it. And if God wants to give you somebody that doesn't fit into your preference, guess what? He has a reason and he knows best. Because you can never give yourself something or someone that's better than what God has for you. God always holds the last card. And God has you in mind. He has you on mind. And the person that God has for you, guess what? Is far better than the person you have in your mental picture as the right person. Mr. Right that God has for you, Miss Right that God has for you, it was always better than Mr. or Miss Right that you have in your mental picture. But when you hold on to your preferences, guess what? You're restricting the hand of God from moving in your life in this area. So just be open, be prayerful, and let God lead you, let God guide you. So I want to encourage you to try my coaching program, because that would really, we're going into detail on how to really meet the right person, how to connect with your spouse. how to avoid some of the mistakes that a lot of singles are making that's kept them single for many years unnecessarily. So I'd like to invite you right now to share this page. Go to www.meetingtheone.co.uk, enter your name and email address into the opt-in box there. Once you do, you will receive an email with a free gift that I've prepared for you, which would help you to overcome the barriers that's preventing you from meeting your spouse. And secondly, once you've entered your name and email address, a video page will pop up, which will tell you a little bit about the coaching program, which I believe will be a great blessing to you. Take advantage of this, and you'll be amazed how further down the line you find yourself on the journey to meeting the right person. Knowledge is the key thing. The Bible is very clear. My people perish due to lack of knowledge. What knowledge are you lacking? What knowledge don't you have that might be holding you back from getting to where you want to get to concerning the areas of your life in terms of relationships? You want to meet the right person, you need to get the right knowledge. You need to know what to do. You need to prepare yourself. You need to know how to prepare yourself. And it starts by gaining the right knowledge. So why don't you head over now to www.meetingtheone.co.uk, type your name and email into the opt-in box, watch the video. Let me stress this. Watch the video that tells you a lot about what to expect in the coaching program. And I believe this will be a great blessing to you. I look forward to speaking to you soon. This is Pastor Seyi speaking, the Christian dating coach. Let go of your personal preferences.